7,180 pounds. Big opposing slide living room Sunset Trail coming in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And considering two big slides and a bedroom storage slide, 7,180 pounds, not too bad. That in conjunction with the wide stance axles actually makes this one fairly well qualified for properly equipped half-ton towing. Overall appears to be in beautiful, beautiful shape. The folks are taking home a new Rockwood front kitchen rear master bed suite RV right now. They said, you know, we inherited this. We didn't pick this one. We liked it, but we like our new one a whole lot better. I'm going to point out a couple little blips and blemishes and some good news along the way. Try to represent it fairly, and if it looks good, you give us a call and we'll get you camping here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Now, I always try to be fair in my video tours, and sometimes that means maybe sharing some things that I dislike as much as I do like. And the one thing I will say of this brand, one of the areas that Sunset Trail does save a lot of money in their RV production is their lighting. If you notice, the lighting is rather ineffectual. It makes the ceiling glow a little bit, but like if I'm looking down here, you can barely tell when the lights kick on and off. There's enough lighting, I suppose, and to be fair, this RV is loaded with windows, so I think you're going to get a lot of ambient bleed through regardless, but they are not the high-intensity bulbs that you might find on the cousins to this from the Keystone series. Crossroads, who makes this RV, is a subsidiary of Keystone, and they're similar. They're I call them cousins. They're not clones of one another. They're not brothers and sisters. And it's funny because you know, we're a Passport dealer, and Passport's sister brand at Keystone is Bullet. And this is basically a copy of the 31 Ripper RIPR Bullet floor plan out there. It's just the Crossroads version of it. Been very popular for years. I tell you, one of the things it does very well is I have the slides open currently, but if I back up a little bit, you see that those slides are closed. You still have access to the refrigerator. You still have access to the entirety of the kitchen. So it has an excellent amount of travel access with a very good floor plan for long-term destination stays with these big opposing slides. The only other, I would say, blip or blemish or anything like that in here is just right here on the wall. I suspect maybe they had a command strip on the wall and it pulled funny and just ripped a little bit of that contact paper off the Luan below. Other than that, she's all here, guys. Other than that, everything looks right. I can't find anything I'm unhappy with. Great big windows, slide side breeze windows. You see it's more of a couples dining arrangement, like with a 2+2 kind of chair intention. I haven't located the other two chairs, but they might just be under the bed. Maybe if I remember right, we'll lift that up when we get back there. Trifold sleeper sofa for guests, and what's nice is its location when open does not prevent you from using the RV because it's all the way back in the corner. Big rear entertainment here. That TV's on a gas strut assist up-down kind of system. And what I like about this is it gives you a lot of cabinetry and a lot of countertop space. So this has been a, like I said, a popular layout over many, many years. Dual reclining big theater seat with a large center console over here too is also something very nice because it gives you a place to set some drinks. And loaded with windows, not just on the rear wall, not just on the driver's side, but over here on the campsite as well. Basically, if you're in the seats, you have some pretty awesome visibility. Solid surface counter here in the kitchen area is something that actually is kind of surprised me a little bit at the, say, trim level that we're looking at here. But the Reserve Series is kind of the upper echelon Sunset Trail. Note that nice pantry space right there, too. That is a handy thing. You'll never, ever, ever complain about having more cabinetry versus not enough. Unless you're joking, of course. Every time I make that joke, there's always that one smart aleck goes, well, I hate the extra cabinetry, which makes me laugh. Keep doing that, by the way. I think it's hilarious. I have a very sarcastic sense of humor, and I like you very, very much. I think we're good here. 8 cubic foot fridge freezer. Single air conditioner, but it is centralized, of course, through the RV. And there are no heat vents in the living room floor. There is a single heat vent in the bedroom floor, but it's in a basically low to no traffic zone. Now, this is an obvious pantry, but as we work our way around the corner, there's a less obvious one here that's really hard for me to get good imagery of in a still photo. Also, right next to the door, you've got, you know, your private bedroom door, but easy access to the bathroom. So whether it's traveling or just quick ins and outs at the campsite, porcelain foot flush, and right above that, we've got one of those larger fans. And what you're going to see also is when we go outside, there is a vent cover over top of that. There is a light switch on the wall over here, and there is also a handy wall control switch for that bigger fan right there so that you don't need to be really tall like me to reach it. And between the vaulted ceiling and the location of that skylight, this radius corner shower is actually really good for bigger, taller people like me. Now, there is a second door into the bedroom. That is a feature that, interestingly, once was very popular and recently has begun to fall out of favor in the RV industry. But I like that that's a door. Just like this is a door, it's not a sliding pocket, so you can always, like, it really feels a little more secure when it is closed up. Up here in the bedroom area, what is nice is, like, you could reach that switch from the bed, but there is a switch on the wall for our ceiling light, which is also kind of cool, so you don't have to go climbing over the bed to get to it. Good cabinetry and closet space around the bed. I like those upper shelves for, like, you know, keeping your phone. That is a 60 by 80 queen bed, by the way, so that is a true residential queen. And are those extra chairs down here? They are not, interestingly. So apparently this only has 2 chairs. Huh, that's weird. Well, hey guys, at least we know. Even if it's not, like I said, perfect news, I'd rather talk about it now so that you have the proper expectations when you visit here at Haylett RV. And this little guy, this is a small slide, but it gives a big impact on the RV because it's just pure storage. You got a closet. Well, actually, you notice these shelves are removable. So if you want to make it double closet, you can. And you've got awesome dresser space below. 4 dresser drawers right down there. Excellent for long-term stays and people who pack heavy. Yep, take care, guys. Congratulations.
Good luck.
Thank you. Well, you did good. You treated it right, so appreciate it very much.
A little dirty on the outside. It's been sitting in, you know.
My wife says I'm a little dirty inside my head, but hey.
We're a lot alike.
Safe travels. So, yeah, that is the folks taking home their new Rockwood right there. Back to the task at hand. I didn't even realize I was recording. I must have went to get started, then they started chatting, I must have bumped it. Whatever, we're doing it live. So, big pass-through storage compartment. I mean, whether it's your hitching or you can see their original grill and everything all right in here. Everything looks pretty darn good. If you look, they upgraded to the MoRide steps after the RV was built because the original step well is still here. I know that a lot of people like those MoRide kind of stable steps. I know that some people don't. Good news is this RV will let you choose either way. Push button power awning, push button corner stabilizer jacks, push button power tongue jack 1, 2, 3 combo means that you're never doing any manual cranking on this camper, which is always a welcome thing. If you look up at the very tip top right here, you can just barely see a little black line. That is the Max Air roof vent cover. This thing has vent covers over the ceiling vents so that you can enjoy some pretty good anytime airflow. The RV does have an enclosed heated underbelly, and something that I mentioned previously is the wide stance stability axles. Unscientifically speaking, what these really help you do is cheat the wheelbase so that the RV doesn't feel as long behind the vehicle. Obviously, the length is still there, but the vehicle doesn't tend to get bucked and chucked around quite so badly. Black flush, camp shower, sewer hookups all located right in one spot, and good preventative maintenance item. You see the little bug screen on the heater intake and exhaust right here so that, you don't have a flame out or a stoppage of airflow, which would prevent your furnace from working. So we work our way down that slide out. You can see the gleam and reflectivity still on it. Everything here looks absolutely fantastic. On the outside of the RV, I really haven't seen anything I dislike, and frankly, we didn't really see anything inside the RV that was concerning whatsoever either. I like the hard shell cover on that spare tire. That's something Rockwood RV does quite a bit. I just think it's a nicer, longer lasting way to protect that spare tire. They did also add just a simple bolt-on bumper bracket back here for like bike rack purposes. Considering the spare tire is also on the bumper, I do recommend being very, very conservative with that. Try to keep that at like a 2-bike maximum, or take the spare tire off if you want to do a 4-bike rack. Just years of experience there. It's rare, but I have seen a failure point as a result. You see the bracket on the bumper as well for the outside grill. So all in all, pretty well equipped. You got that little grilling hookup back there. You got slide side breeze windows. And as we work our way over here back toward the main area under the awning, you also see that you do have outside entertainment hookups as well. So nicely equipped, well kept, late model, low use. It was only used 2 times before the previous owners took possession of it. And I believe they only had it for a couple seasons before they decided to give us a call and check out that Rockwood that they just took home that you folks saw. So, Give us a ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylet camping, everyone.